Hello, and in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing Heracross, paired up with Lapras and Typhlosion. Typhlosion and Heracross I haven't seen too much of, and they're actually really underrated, especially with today's meta. Enjoy! So, into the first match here, and the lead I have this time is Typhlosion into a Clefable. Or Clefable. So this is a fairly good lead because I resist the charm. And then they swap out into Kingdra, and I make the huge mistake of going for Blast Burn because it would be doubly resisted on Kingdra, being Water and Dragon. But they may have thought it for a Solar Beam and actually a Shield. So now that they've shielded, I don't think they're going to shield again on their Kingdra, so I can go straight for Ice Beam here. And it does neutral damage in the matchup. And then I am just able to get a Surf, and they actually do commit 2 shields to keep switch advantage. So now what I'm going to do is go again with my Typhlosion, shield this Octazooka, which would be super effective damage, and farm down and get ready to hit whatever is coming in. Now, they bring in their Clefable, which is a sure tell that whatever is in the back is weak. So I actually swap into Heracross, which is kind of counterintuitive, but I actually survived the Meteor Mash at 1 HP, and there's an Ampharos in the back, and my Heracross is able to get to the close combat before the Volt Switch registers, and then my Typhlosion gets the Blast Burn at 1 HP once again to take out the Ampharos. Absolutely crazy plays. They're just so good. They're too good. They're too cool for school. Anyways, second match, and it's Typhlosion versus Dragonite. This is a horrible lead, but I can't really switch into Lapras because that would be my only counter. So they go for the Dragon Claw. I'm not going to shield it, and I'm just going to apply shield pressure and heavy damage with Blast Burn on Typhlosion, since Dragonite is very squishy. Blast Burn comes through and does a huge amount of damage. So I bring in my Lapras and I'm able to take it out before it gets any charge moves off. So I store up extra energy on my Lapras when they bring in Escavalier, and then I swap into Heracross and I shield the Drill Run, thinking it was an Aerial Ace. And if I got hit by an Aerial Ace, that would be very bad, since Heracross has a double weakness to Flying. So they bring in their Swampert, and one Pokemon that Heracross actually beats is Swampert. So you have to go back-to-back close combats and then do them back-to-back. But they don't actually shield and save all their shields for Escav, knowing that I have Lapras in the back. It's a very smart play by them, and they don't shield the first Surf, and then a move comes through. So I'm really hoping this doesn't KO. The Drill Run does not KO, and look at this. Because of the lag, I had the Surf ready, and because of the lag, I wasn't able to get to it. So that was pretty sad. Anyways, they had a shield, so it didn't really matter. Well played, my opponent, but I just put that battle there just to showcase the lag and tell Niantic, you need to fix it, please. So this match, the lead is a Shadow Metagross, and I only see these in Master League Premier Cup, not Ultra League Premier Cup. So they shield up the Blast Burn, and thinking this is Psychic, I do shield, and that would have probably KO'd. And then they bring in a Swampert, so I'm going to bring in my Heracross. Again, Heracross actually beats Swampert. By the time you have 2 close combats, the counter damage is just counters a ridiculously good fast move. It does so much damage that only 1 close combat will be needed to KO. So I go for the first one, and it gets shielded, and the second one, and it takes out the Swampert. My defenses are so low that 1 charm from Shadow Gardevoir actually takes it out. Double Shadow Team, very spicy. So because they have no shields, I'm going to go straight for the Ice Beam here, and this almost KOs, and then I swap into my Typhlosion to get ahead on energy, and then I can Blast Burn the Shadow Metagross. Very spicy team, and I only really seen this in Master League Premier Cup. Pretty interesting. Anyways, third game, and the lead is a Poliwrath. So Poliwrath lead, I just go straight for Solar Beam, and I usually don't shield because a lot of people bait with their Poliwraths if they're running Ice Punch, and that happened here too. And so I'm going to go straight for the Solar Beam, and oh my gosh, I did what? Okay, they didn't shield it, so that's actually amazing. And now when they bring in their Muck, I'm actually going to shield my Typhlosion so it doesn't get knocked out and go for this Blast Burn. And I want to apply huge shield pressure so that they have no shield left, and also I will have no shield left if I want that to happen. And Typhlosion here actually almost took out the Muck. See how close I was to a Blast Burn there? Just Typhlosion with Shadow Claw generates energy really quickly. So I bring in my Heracross, and they get to a Dark Pulse before I can get to a close combat. So now, since they've used their energy, I can overfarm and then go for the close combat, and then I'm going to dip out. So their last Pokemon in the back is a Gallade. So good thing I swapped quickly, because would have completely obliterated my Heracross. Now, they're trying to store up extra energy, so perhaps they could go for back-to-back close combats, but I'm able to get to a Surf before they can do that. GG's. Well played, and on to the next match. So another great thing about Typhlosion is that it actually, with Shadow Claw, it beats Glade, which is very common in this meta, and I'm seeing it almost every single match. And so this time, there is a Tangrowth lead. Now, the amazing thing about Tangrowth is that it has access to Rock Slide, making it very dangerous to its counters, such as Flyers and Fire types. So they do shield the Blast Burn, but I then can shield the Rock Slide, and then I can go for the Blast Burn. So Typhlosion still wins this matchup, and they bring in a Charizard. So they farm me down, which is fine. I don't want to give up switch advantage. And I bring in my Lapras because Heracross would not do too well against Charizard at all. So I go for the Surf here, and they do shield the Surf. And I also, I'm going to note that I correctly shielded a Blast Burn, so that's pretty big since Blast Burn does like 110 damage or something crazy like that. And then they swap into their own Heracross. And this is, I think, the first time I saw Heracross in UL Premier. And they had two moves with Mega Horn, so they didn't get debuffed. So my Heracross did not win that matchup. But then I can farm down the Heracross, put the Surf on the Charizard, douse the Fire, and that's a very good game. So I hope you enjoyed this little showcase of Heracross in the Ultra League. And Heracross and Typhlosion are two very good Pokemon. They handle a lot of the meta, and this team I actually got inspired to use it because a content creator named Zionic, I'll put the link in the description, actually came up with a team of Tangrowth Lead, Empoleon, and Gallade. And I was seeing so many of those that I decided to make a team to directly counter that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Peace!